Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Mathys Tel and why he is wanted by most of Europe's big clubs. As always, if you do enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. Right, so firstly we will use a SofaScore to support any stats that we talk about here. But let's just quickly go on Mathys Tel. Right now he is available on a transfer permanently or a loan deal from Bayern Munich due to him complaining about his lack of minutes that he's had behind Harry Kane this season. Mathys Tel has only been subject to 256 minutes in the Bundesliga. As you will see here, he's only 19 years old, highly regarded. He's a young French player who can play on the wing and also up front, preferably the left side though. This versatility could have a massive impact on things for top level clubs such as Arsenal, who are lacking players in forward areas. As you will see here from his stats on FBref, he is extremely good aerially, which is surprising considering he is only 6 foot tall. What I have seen on a few of the clips is Bayern usually bring him on the left wing and use him as sort of a wide target man to aim long balls to as an outlet. Obviously on the left wing he comes up against smaller players usually, being fullbacks or that DM, so it'll be interesting to see how he'd stack up against the taller Premier League centre-backs if he was to play striker for one of the Premier League teams who are interested in him. Mathys Tel is right-footed and he likes to cut in from the left wing, which makes sense. As you will see this season for Bayern, he has only played in that channel. So you can see on screen now there's his heat map where it's mostly on the left side. If we do look though at, where's the bit where it changes the season? I can't find it. On the app you can change, on the TV, not TV, on the website on your phone, there it is. You can change the year to last year. As you'll see last season, he played more in a central role and also across the attack. Mainly on the left, but I believe that's probably due to the fact he's probably played striker from time to time. So he has also operated in those channels. If we go to the year prior to that, he was more right-sided, which is weird, but it means that he can play on either side or in striker. Last season, his minutes were more varied, but this season he has only managed 6 starts. You can now see why he feels that it's time to move on from Bayern Munich. Seemingly his playstyle, he is a very quick and agile operator. He's probably more suited to that left wing, being able to go both ways, either down to the byline or to cut in to try and have a shot at goal, than Martinelli is. Martinelli seems a bit more one-dimensional for Arsenal. Looking at his profile, as in Tel's profile, it is easy to see how he would fit into an Arsenal system, but he equally does not have an elite goal record that he may need to thrive at the top level. Having said that, superb when tested, is a supremely good finisher. He has only had 9 shots on goal this season though, but you can put that down to limited minutes. He has a lot of energy and zip, and will, with the right coaching, I believe he'll become a very solid presser. He's quite strong as well, and he's good at dribbling, but could his dribbling reach an elite level where he can unlock consistently a low block? That is something I am not sure on. Seemingly though, he has a very impressive attitude. The one thing that it looks like at the moment is obviously he wants to leave for first team minutes, and that is a good mentality to have. To leave one of the biggest clubs in Europe to try and make your own career for yourself is nothing short of a great mindset. So let's look at the clubs that could potentially be realistic. Obviously Tottenham have bid 50 million and apparently had it verbally agreed with Bayern Munich, 50 million euros. And whilst that seems feasible, it remains to be seen if Tel would choose to join Tottenham. Now, I think because of the fact that Ange is up in the air in terms of his future, and also you have the fact that Tottenham are not in a very good position, they'd probably be the least fancied club out of all the rumoured interested clubs in them. There are 3 teams that I think are more likely to sign him than Spurs at this present moment in time, those being United, Villa and Arsenal. We'll discuss the reasons for that in a minute, but I think it's mainly due to the uncertainty around Ange's future and also the fact that obviously the current league position of Spurs is not good. So for Arsenal, we'll go with them first. Kai Havertz plays up front, but as you know, he does dovetail as a wide target man on that right hand side. So it would be very interesting to see if Mikel Arteta would use Tel as a left hand sided target man to add a bit of equality to the game, so it's a bit more balanced on both sides. That said, I do believe there are two more teams that suit Tel more and would be more willing to gamble on a player. Obviously, Arsenal are going into a title challenge versus Liverpool, and for the remainder of the season, they do need bodies, but I don't think it's time for them to gamble on a player who's arguably as unpolished as Mathys Tel. So, United seems like an obvious fit. On a loan deal, I feel that they would be the perfect suitors for him. They could test him out and then decide if they want to pursue him in the summer transfer window once he's played in Amorim's system. Unlike Spurs, they have a manager who the team is looking to back. Yes, they are in an equally as bad position from their standpoint, but I believe the appeal of Manchester United being the strongest team in the world could be solid. Also, you look at Amorim's system, he plays two behind the strikers, or second strikers almost. I think in that left-sided second striker, him running beyond a Xerxes or a Højlund could be really, really good for him. So I think that, and also the fact he has the aerial ability to be able to distance himself a little bit away from the centre-backs in the Premier League, so he's only up against a DM or a fullback each time he's trying to win headers for United to progress the ball up the field, could be a valuable tool in Amorim's Arsenal. So, for me, I believe United are a good fit. They're also losing Rashford, who's a left-sided forward, and therefore it would be quite like for like. Aston Villa could look to bring him in as a Watkins replacement should Watkins leave, on the basis that Watkins is a left winger come striker. Tel potentially fits that profile. This is more on a positional profile basis. Obviously, Tel has some good transition pace. The Villa squad is littered with that. For example, Bailey, Watkins, Rodgers, etc. And Emery does like a transitional option who's physically gifted. Mathys Tel certainly is that. He's younger than Watkins, so would be a purchase with some resale value. And if it doesn't go very well, you could probably sell him for probably 30 million in a year or two's time, because he's only 19 years old. So it's a win-win for Villa and very risk-adverse move. So where will Tel end up in your opinion? I can't see Villa really, if I'm being totally honest. I think he probably ends up at United or Arsenal. But for me, I think it is the perfect signing for Amorim's United. And I think that is probably the most realistic destination. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think Mathys Tel is good enough for this Arsenal front line? Could he make an impact with the Gunners? Or will he be playing in Amorim's Red Devils team? Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. Goodbye.